Let's visit the state of Illinois and meet the next generation of a football family. Back in the early 1990s, Frank Kmet and his good friend Jeff Zgonina were the leaders of the Purdue Boilermakers defense. Years later, they're brothers-in-law. Jeff's sister Candace married Frank, and the Kmets now have 4 children: Cole, Casey, Frankie, and Cooper. Cole, the oldest, is one of the best tight ends in the 2017 class.
You don't raise your kids to be football players, so that's been a little surreal, but it's been exciting, and of course we're just thrilled that he's going to be playing in college and doing something he loves.
His dad and uncle both spent several years in the NFL, but Cole says football isn't something he and his siblings ever felt that they had to do. They all just like being active.
Football was always a big deal. I was never really pressured by it or anything because, my dad and my uncle did a really good job with that, never really pressuring me into stuff, but it was just, we always looked at football as fun, not as a pressure to do something.
It's pretty big. They don't really care if I play football or not, so that's always nice to have an option. I'm more bigger into baseball, and they're fully supportive of that, just like my brother with football, so it's good.
Cole, Casey, and Frankie attend Saint Viator High School in the Chicago suburb of Arlington Heights. The Lions have a new football coach this season, as Dave Archibald is taking over the program. As he spent the summer getting to know his new team, Coach Archibald recognized pretty quickly he had something special with Cole at tight end.
2 things stand out. Okay, number one, his physical gifts, right? You have a player who's got great size, he's got speed, can cut, can catch the football. But I would say the thing I am even more happy about is that you put all those things together in Cole, and then you also have a guy who genuinely loves playing football and is actually joyful. You can see it in his face. He genuinely loves the game. He's coachable. He's a good leader.
Cole has the versatility coaches love to see in a tight end. He's 6'5" and weighs 230 pounds. And he can make a difference in the passing and running game.
I can go in and block and be an offensive lineman, or I can split out wide, be a wide receiver, so I can do 2 different things in the same position. I think that's pretty cool.
He's going to obviously be a significant part of the offense, whether we're talking pass game or run game. And one of the great things about Cole is that he, of course, he loves catching the football and running routes and is very good at it. But he is just as committed to the blocking game. Sometimes you have guys that are that love the game when they're getting the football. He loves the game for his team. He loves to help the team win. And then, of course, he likes getting the football, but he also is willing to do, whatever it takes to help the team be successful.
I'm very aggressive on the field. I'm going to do what it takes to win the game. I don't put myself first before my other teammates, so I'm always a team guy wanting to win.
Cole's team-first attitude shows in his leadership as well, as his family can attest.
They all look up to him. They're like, "Oh, your brother's Cole." It's a big deal. If you're not making the right move, he'll make sure you know. But it's not to be in your face about it, it's just to benefit you and the team.
He helps me with sports, and he helps me get better at football, baseball.
On an everyday basis, we're pretty competitive, always trying to be better than each other, but at the same time, it's completely out of love and trying to make each other better.
Definitely a gentle giant. He's a big kid, and he plays all sports and he's competitive, but at the same time he's a very caring person for not only those that are close to him, but even those outside of him, and he's approachable and just kind, a very kind boy. We couldn't be prouder of him.
While Cole would love to be the next member of his family to play in the NFL, he's thinking more about his current team and his next one, Notre Dame. The Irish have put a few tight ends in the NFL recently, most notably Kyle Rudolph and Tyler Eifert, and that history was one factor for Cole when he committed.
Looking how they use the tight end in their offense, using them both in line and as a receiver, it was a big factor in my decision. Obviously, the academics are great too. It can set me for life after football. God forbid if something were to happen injury-wise, I'm still going to be set up with the degree from Notre Dame.
We're excited, nervous. He's got a workload, knowing, his dad did it and his uncle. I know what it takes when you go to a big school like that to play football and be academically successful. It's not always easy. But we're nervous, excited, can't wait to see what it brings. When we go to visits there, he's so excited, and to see him so happy in a place, to know that it fits really well for him is great.
With his talent, his leadership, and a supportive family behind him, Cole Kmet looks to have a bright future on and off the field.